Hello, bestie. It's Sue Coco, your divine oracle, and I've got so much going on. I have a very important message. I'm your divine oracle. Where am I? Very important message for you today. I've been channeling prosperity, success. I've been seeing. This is like my oldest tarot card deck. I've been seeing in this deck the princess. She is the Knight of Cups. So the Princess of Cups in this deck is the Knight of Cups. I don't know. I'm just being dumb, but I'm just hearing princess. Like, maybe I'll say, okay, let me call her out. But look at the Prince of Cups. That's the page. Isn't he fine? Hopefully, I don't get YouTube telling me we got the King of Cups. Look at him. He's having a good time. And I love that this deck, the female suits are the highest. The Queen, look at her. It's like, you thought the King of Cups could drink? You haven't met the Queen of Cups. I've been really feeling this energy of emotional fulfillment and of like partying celebration. I've seen the Ten of Cups in my mind as well. And very much so the Princess of Cups. Like, look at her. Okay. So this is the Knight of Cups in this deck. Look at her. She's riding on a dragon and she's coming right towards you. And it's like the energy that I'm seeing for the collective that is seeing this. I'm putting the intention out there. You are not seeing this by accident. There is some reason this has shown up on your feed. You're seeing it at the exact time you need to see it. I'm putting the intention out there. There are no mistakes in life. There are no mistakes in this universe. Everything happens for a reason. And if you are seeing this, we are tuned in and we are locked into this energy of prosperity. I'm going to pull some cards, but I've been really feeling this energy of redemption and like new eyes. And like I literally looked and I found this fable that really resonates with the energy that's happening here and what's going to be happening in your life that I'm really truly channeling and feeling right now. I don't know if you've heard the story. It's called Isaac of Caracal. It's an old fable. And I'm probably going to butcher it, but I'm going to try to maintain the core of it. All right, bestie? So there was a man in Caracal named Isaac, and he had a dream that under a bridge in Prague, there was a great treasure. He was down on his luck. He had like no money. He scrounged whatever he could, and he took a big bet. I don't really know the location. He went a long journey to go from his hometown in Caracal all the way to Prague to this bridge. He went and asked people, and he finally found the damn bridge. And when he found the bridge, it was surrounded by soldiers. And upon seeing this, he was just like heartbroken that like he's come this far and somebody's already beat him to the treasure. And so he fell to his knees weeping, just like overwhelmed by this emotion. It literally felt like it broke him. And a soldier came up to him and asked him, "What are you doing? Like, why are you crying here?" Very me coded. And he, like, what do you have to lose at this point? He looks at the soldier and he says, "I had a dream that there was a treasure under the bridge, and I came all the way here to look for it." And the soldier looked at him and laughed. And he said to him, "Well, I had a dream that in the home of a man named Isaac in Caracal, there was a treasure buried under his stove," and walked away. And in that moment, like, he was like so filled with like certainty, divine providence. He went home, dug under his stove, and under his stove was buried gold. And he used that money to like build a temple within the community, had great social standing. But that is what I'm seeing. It's like you have been on a path and on a journey, and every setback, almost like I just see you as a stone, every crack in your armor, every little thing that has almost like broken you down, it's because you're meant to be broken open for the light to pour in. For it's in your lowest that all of a sudden your fortune changes. So just know that everything has happened for a reason. And although when you're in it, it feels so like painful. It just feels like you're being squeezed tighter and tighter. And it's like, how am I going to like survive? You are the caterpillar in your cocoon, in your chrysalis, and your walls are closing in around you. And all you can do is break out of your shell, break out of this life, and step into a new world. Having faith, having trust that you are working towards something, that something is coming your way. And the energy of the Princess of Cups, I'm laughing because I'm just saying Princess of Cups. Ugh. That's just me being dumb. But the Princess of Cups coming through, she is charging straight for you, and she offers a cup. She is offering you something, and there is very much an energy of like healing your like child self, healing your inner child, or some sort of way that's allowing you to play. And that actually might be the key to this. Like, what breaks you open is like, well, what do you have to lose? And it's allow your inner child to play. You might have been too focused and too preoccupied with being an adult. Like, I've got so much things to do. I have to be professional. Who said that? Like, who said that? It might just be the thing. Like, I just see somebody like going into like a boardroom, and it's like you're meeting with like the CEO of dreams, and they like are approving all the dreams, and everybody that's gone before you, denied, dream denied, because everybody's coming into this meeting so professional and so put together, and it's almost as if you have an epiphany of just like, why do you want this? And it's like, because I've wanted it since I was a kid. I want, like, you allow your inner child to step forward and speak for you and deliver this like truth, and all of a sudden it's like you being in your inner child and playing allows them to be their inner child and play, and there's a connection that takes place, and your dream is approved. That's gonna make sense, and that's gonna resonate for who that's gonna resonate with. And if you're like, okay, that sounds a little cuckoo bananas crazy, okay, bestie, for me, this channel, I've stopped like censoring myself to be like, oh, like, what's the message people need to hear? What's the message that's gonna resonate? It's like, no. I have to speak in my language, in the Sukoko language, and in the way that I do allow my inner child to step forward. So the message that comes forward is true and resonates with the right people that it needs to resonate with. And if you're just like, I get you, I understand, like, we got the brain connection, there it is. This message is for you. If you're like, okay, like, no, like, I get what you're putting down, beautiful. So we're gonna just I'm gonna pull 2 cards from this to get like confirmations about where you are, where you're going. I hear 3 cards. Okay. 2 confirmation, and the one kind of be like the direction we're going to. We got the 10 of Pentacles and the World. Look at how beautiful. So these, I freaking love these cards. This is one of my favorite. I literally just bought this deck. It is like a tarot card deck, but it's the world the tarot cards live in. And I just love this. Look at this. We are in peace and harmony. We've got a dog and a bunny. And there is so much harmony, beauty, and peace here. The 10 of Pentacles, you would think, oh, it's a party and emotional fulfillment. Honestly, what I'm feeling from this is contentment and peace. And it's like, if any of y'all got a dog, you know how they go crazy for bunnies and they will chase them. But this dog, he's not chasing the bunny. They are meeting as equals. They are looking at each other on an even playing field. This lush green forest. And it's like, it's almost as if like the energy that's really coming forward for this, for me, with all the presence of blue here, is you cannot believe it. Like, your mind is almost like, how did this happen? Like, you can't think how, like, you cannot comprehend how good it is, how you've come to this place. It's like a defying nature. And that's almost like with the dog and the bunny. And it's like, it's almost as if like there's a burning fire and you put your hand in and it's like cold to the touch. It is like the laws of nature are defying themselves. You could be somebody who has believed that you're like unlucky, who has had like a lot of unlucky breaks, and it's just like you felt you had to work so hard. And this is literally something that has come out of nowhere. And you cannot even like fathom, like you cannot even think it. It's just like you're in, I just see you being shocked. You're sitting there in, like, you're just like this, like, I'm in, like, like, you know, like, I'm like staring out into space, like, did that really happen? Like, in absolute and total shock at how amazing this energy that's really coming forward is. Like, I don't know whether to laugh or to cry, so let's just like, like this, like, you're so giddy, you're so happy, and like, I am at a loss for words right now, and that never happens. I'm a chatterbox, I'm a yapper. I could talk for days. Like, I am unable to comprehend. So there is something where it's like, this needs to be a surprise for you of how good your life is going to be. That's the message is coming through so clearly and so easily now. When I'm not trying to describe it to you, you will be surprised. That, I feel, all I need to really share with you from spirit, from God, from whatever resonates with you, is you will be so shocked and so surprised. But it's like your own little world, your own paradise, your own secret garden. It's like the things that are flourishing and hidden, and it's like this world of magic, mystery, of defies nature, defies what your expectations are. And with that, we are getting the world, the closing of a cycle. This is such a powerful message coming forward. Yeah, with this, okay, so we're also getting the Seven of Swords. This feels to me like the energy of the desert, and we're getting like the oasis. And it's almost as if you just need to really keep this to yourself. This is not a time for you to be sharing and like letting people know. And it's like, you know, that aunt that comes over and it's like, so what are you up to? And it's like, I'm like, nothing. I'm not up to anything. I'm doing nothing. Bye. Like, nothing. That's all I gotta say. Bye-bye. Nope, I'm up to nothing. That is your best strategy. Let the world see you as barren, and like barren, like not Baron Trump, but like barren, Barren. Like, you've got nothing going on. The desert, there it is, you know what I mean? Inhospitable. I'm not saying be inhospitable, but when people look at you and judge you and act like, oh, like they're not doing anything with their lives, let them. Yes, I'm not doing anything with my life, because those are the people that are going to be coming to you on their hands and knees and be like, I need a glass of water. Like, your resources, you must share them with me. And it's like, that's not about it. You are entering a stage in your life where it's like, you are so provided and so taken care of. Like, you are guarded. Like, you're in your castle. That is what it is. That's the message that's coming forward. And it's like, there have been so many others, like the story of Isaac of Caracau. The soldier was like to him, I had like, in the story, I'm pretty sure he never told the soldier what his name was. And he was like, I had a dream about Isaac, but would I go all the way because I had a dream? The soldier was making fun of the man for coming all the way to Prague to look for treasure. And it's like, that is what will be happening in your life. The people who are like, you need to do the safe thing, that you need to do the expected. There is a big shake-up tower moment globally that's happening. And it's like, with the world card here with the polar bear, like, we all know what's going on with global warming or climate change, because it's not just that the planet is getting hotter, which it is, it's these freak weather storms, and the home of the polar bear completely changing. There's that, like, very, you know what I mean? Like, there, as much good as there is in the world, there is this like terrible reality we're facing and dealing with. And it's like, for those who, like, we're entering a new age of the mind, and it is being spiritually open and connected, and like connected with source and waking up. The world that is dying is the world of material, and it's like you're entering a place of like spiritual fulfillment, and a place of like, the reason why you're going to be getting these riches is because you are going to be a steward for the world. That this abundance and wealth is coming to you for you to be able to do the good that you've always wanted to do, to be able to nurture and protect the world, to be able to, and it's not like, okay, you have to go and give all your money to charities. It is so not that. You know what is right and wrong, and you know what will be right and wrong in your world. And it is a success, a culmination, a building of an empire. I literally see you on your throne, Ascension, ascending to your throne. And things are falling into place, and now you're finally in a place to actually like reign and make the big decisions that you felt called to, but it's like very much so you never had the resources to like, to actually do that. And I just feel this energy coming forward of like, I'm just like one person. What can I do? And it's like very much so you've been doing the hard work, you've been doing the legwork, you've been doing the struggle, and finally you're entering a place of you are ascending. Like, you've been through so much pain. The pain has cracked you open. The pain has like changed you, but it's almost like made you more compassionate and so much more tolerant and so much more like open-hearted, where the people who are coming at you, the people who are like bitter, jealous, angry, they've experienced pain too, but the pain has like rotted them. It's made them like it's defiled them, is what I want to say. Like this energy of corruption with these other people, versus for you, you've taken the pain in like martyrdom, and like you carry it, and it's like I just see somebody walking with like arrows in their back, and they still walk, and it's like this image of like somebody like an angel with like angelic armor, and there's arrows in their back, and they're carrying a lamb. Like, you have always protected innocence and your own innocence, but also like stood up for the like, like a real sense of right and wrong here. And finally, you're ascending to the place to make the difference and make the kind of moves that are like you've always wanted to. And it's finally as if people are ready to listen to you. So that's what I wanted to pull for that card. If I get more messages coming forward, I got them right here. Like, look at how cute this is. So I got a little, okay, so I have this little tarot card holder. So I do have them here. You just can't see them, but they're here. So if more messages come forward, I just love this energy. It's like so complimentary. And like, finally, like the Seven of Swords is a card of like things happening in the shadows and the secret, but with this energy of the desert, we're feeling heat, and it's like not just the desert, we're like in Australia, we are in the I don't want to say wasteland, but like, you know what I mean, like in that central Australia area, you could like cook an egg on the road, and it's like it, from an outsider perspective, it is very like imposing, and it is very treacherous, but the people, the indigenous people who live there, the Aborigines, they've managed to survive. Like, they can see the barren landscape, and they know where there's water, where there's food, how to hunt, and how to live in that very hostile environment. So it's almost as if like you have made friends with the hostility again, where other people, they've died in the desert, and like they're just like a rotting corpse, and that's where this negativity comes from, is because they're just like, well, I couldn't do it, how could anyone else? Your horizons are opening up. You've never allowed that to limit you. You have not been able to be squished, and I feel really okay. I thought you were the dog, but baby, you're the bunny. The dog cannot cross this threshold. Like, you are the bunny in your world, in your kingdom, and it's like the wolves are at the gate, but they can't get in. They see you, and it's just almost as if like they cannot fathom you, and it's just like like dogs are really big in like, with like, dogs can feel your energy, and it's like my brother's dog, he has a Bernese Mountain Dog, gigantic, acts like a puppy. This dog will do things, and it's like, he's the sweetest dog in the world sometimes, but then when he pisses me off, I let him know, and he can feel my energy shift, and he does this thing where he just like sticks his tongue up like that, and it's like, I think it's the funniest thing in the world, and it's like, I know he wants me to like him again, but I'm like, I'm pissed at you, little boy. Stop. But so the energy, it's like these people can feel your energy. Even if you're not saying anything, you are radiating differently. You are radiating differently. Like, your aura has changed, and it's almost as if like, you're Isaac of Caracal on the journey back home, and now your treasure is guaranteed. All right, let's get some cards going. Let's see what the message is moving forward. Like, okay. So we're getting double sixes. Six of Swords and Six of Pentacles. And yes, the message of charity, the message of recognition of you being able to sit on your high horse, being paraded, and of victory and of success. This is a victory of your own doing. You picked up the sword. You charged into battle. So this is all confirmation that everything you're doing is building up towards something so much greater, so much bigger. It is guaranteed for you. This is the number 6 and the number 1. I'm feeling like a month from now, 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months. Like, you know what's going to resonate, okay? 6 and 1 are the numbers. But we're also getting, with the energy from the other deck, we're getting 10, 7, and 21. So however that may be, 10 completion, 7, but we're getting double 6s, so it's like 6, the number 6 and the number 7. I'm not going to do that. Ace of Swords, we're getting the number 1. Okay. This energy of transformation. So, and also going from Pentacles, so this could be, pardon me, like spring, summer, winter, right? Like, but I think the Pentacles are fall. Whatever it may be, I think the Pentacles are fall. So fall, summer, winter, we're getting all this energy. I'm not going to try to predict it way too much, because I think you will know it and you will feel it. I'm really picking up on, like, you are aware of the knowing. You are aware that something is in the process of making its way to you, that your work is going to pay off. And the number 1 message is, like, it's not so much about the work you're doing or like all that. Like, it's important, right? But the message for coming forward is that, like, everything you've been working towards is going to pay off. And the thing that is, like, resonating with, like, your life purpose and your life goal, or whatever the real energy is this season, is you're going to be making a lot of moves that benefit, like, the lower person, like the person who's down and out in need. This charitable energy, it's finally like you are stepping into the position to help. And this might not be for, like, the greater community. It also could be, like, helping your family. Like, me personally, I'm like, my family, like, we're from Fiji, and, like, Fiji's a third world country, honey, and, like, we have a lot of family that, like, need help back home. So I'm fully aware of, like, that kind of energy too. It could also be global and bigger, of you actually wanting to, like, do something with the wealth. It could be, like, you know what I mean, making, like, a spiritual center, or building some sort of, you know, like, soup kitchen, like, somewhere that you can, like, help out the community. It could even be something as little as, it's not little, but because it is big, of, like, being able to donate to one of those like a food bank, or there's a church by my house. They have, like, a community pantry, so whenever we have, like, extra stuff, we try to, like, go and, like, put stuff there for anyone who needs it. Because it's, like, it's those little things. Like, you have always been somebody who, like, is charitable, and this is allowing you to amplify that. That is the big amplification that is happening here. You are going, oh yeah, okay. Things, oh my God. So we've got double 6s. Now we've got double 8s. You are leaving poverty behind. You are leaving pain and anguish behind. You are finally entering a place where you feel wholly yourself. And it's like, finally, like, this energy, I didn't know where it fit in, because there's this energy of almost like putting a mask. I think it resonates with the very beginning of the reading when I was talking about how it's like, oh, you have to be a grown-up. There's things you've been doing in your life, and it feels like you have to put on, or, like, play up, or, like, you know, like, it's almost as if putting on an act. It is you, but it's like you can't fully be yourself. You cannot take your armor off, and you are so focused on, like, I am the diplomat, and I must, you know, like, I'm the peacemaker, and it's like, but what about you? What do you really want? And there's this energy of burning away, of this energy of, you're gaining this recognition, and I think you're gonna feel this energy of, like, oh, there's a certain way people want me to behave. Like, now that there's an expectation of you, and I think what you need to do is throw that expectation out the window. And I'm seeing this thing of, like, for anybody who watches, like, Avatar: The Last Airbender, like, when they went to go meet the Earth King, and they think he's gonna be this like, you know, this like very, very astute leader, and they meet him and he's like a madman, but he's like, he's a mad genius. Like his way of viewing the world, and it's like kooky and quirky, and it's like, are you sure he's the king, this crazy person? It's like, oh, it is. And that's almost the way you're going to be operating, where it's like, to anybody else you're just like so chill and relaxed, and like this thing is coming to me where it's like, I used to watch a lot of those reality like house selling shows, like fun, like where they're in like LA and stuff, and one person, what they said was like, they're selling $1 million mansions, and he's like, what, like they always do like open houses, and it's like, it's never the people that come in like a suit that buy the $1 million property. Like he was selling a $20 million mansion one time, and this guy came in only shorts and flip-flops, and his partner was like, oh, like, tell him to go away, like he can't afford the house. And he was like, no, let him look around. What's the worst that can happen? Like, let the guy look around. The guy took one lap around, came back, and was like, okay, I'll buy it. The guy was a freaking billionaire, like in shorts, in flip-flops. And it's like, imagine how many times people took a look at him and were like, oh, like, I don't know, like, you don't seem professional, like, do you think you can afford it? And treated him like crap. And then it was like, actually, he could buy the whole neighborhood. Surprise. And it's like, that's the kind of energy. Anyone who works in like real luxury knows there are people like that. Like, I used to work at this women's clothing store called Tristan, and we used to have like a lot of like really high-end clientele. One time when I wasn't there, like the lady who's like the news reporter came in, and I was like, I love the news. Like, anyways, I wish I was there, but it was on a Saturday and I wasn't working. But like, one time it was like this super normal family, like husband, wife, and the grandma came in. They bought a bunch of stuff. I was helping, it was a women's clothing store, so I was helping the wife find like really cute outfits and stuff. And they bought a ton of stuff. And then when we went to go check out, the husband took out like a Black American Express. And it's like, the fees on that thing. And I'm like holding, like, that was the moment where I was like, I'm gonna have a Black American Express. Like, me. That was a, like, you know, put the dream out there of like, I held it, and that thing was heavy as shit. Like, oh my god. Like, but it's like these dreams and aspirations, you gotta keep them alive. And it's like, it's the people you never expect. And that's the energy you're cultivating and you're entering right now, is you're gonna be so unapologetically and authentically yourself that it's gonna throw people off and be like, oh, where's the CEO? And they're like, oh, that guy. And it's like, you're the guy like cutting it up with like, you know what I mean? Like normal people. And it's like, oh, like I thought they'd be so high and mighty. No, baby, you are a man you are a man, woman, however you identify, of the people, right? Like you are a person of the people. And this is like, you're going to be finding your place. So like, I think this is coming forward. It's like, okay, when you start feeling very like true to yourself, and you start making moves that are true to yourself, that you're letting go of a false facade, and it's like the snow is melting. The facade is like ice, and it's like people can see the real you, but there's like a distance between you and them. When you let that melt, that is when this dream comes in quickly. That is when everything aligns for you to do the final blow, and it's just like you're into your new life. Like, this is a very different Eight of Wands energy. So like, the Eight of Wands is all about like fast movement, quickness, but she is so calm. She is so like unshakable. As obstacles come to her, she's processing, and like, you know what I mean? Like being a karate kung fu master, in one blow, she's gonna like all these obstacles, she's gonna blow them away and like knock them out and be the one standing. And that's what it is. It's like going slow to go fast. Taking the time to analyze and be precise and have the precision and not jumping to conclusions. And this Isaac of Caracal is coming back here. You are at Prague, at the bridge, and the soldier is laughing at you and telling you, well, I had a dream that under Isaac's house in Caracal there, and you are at peace. You're biding your time. You go home, and it's like, there you go, the treasure is there. It's not, you're not even surprised, because you knew the treasure was under your stove. Please do not take that too hard. I feel like there might be somebody watching that's gonna dig under their stove. Do not do it. I do not condone that. Yeah, that's very much the energy that I'm getting. And yeah, you right now are at a position of making a choice. So everything that's happening right now, the key to it becoming speedy and for it taking its time is in your mind and in your heart. It's an internal battle you're waging where you must either decide, I am gonna do what feels right and is aligned with me, or am I gonna keep, you know what I mean, doing the facade, like I am a professional and this is what I'm doing and beep boop boop, like this is the way you have to do things, or you're gonna move in your own way and you're gonna be true to yourself and honor your emotions and how you feel about these things that are coming in. And it's very much allowing yourself to speak up. I did want to say one more thing. We do have double sixes and we have the double eights, and like we have double 6, 1 7, double 8, and like this energy of just like things are progress, like there's a progression and then a minimization and then a progression again. I feel what this really is tying in with the story at the beginning of Eyes of Keka. I know you might be annoyed with me saying it over and over again, but the reason why is he had a dream in the beginning of go to Prague, there's treasure under the bridge. He gets there and undergoes heartbreak and oh my gosh. So it's like you could be on the journey and when you think you've reached your destination, terrible things happen. Some sort of terrible thing strikes and heartbreak and you don't get what you want. And then we're coming back to the 8th. And it's like the next step of the journey is another expansion. So it's like wherever you are in this journey, that is heavily what is coming forward. It's like it doesn't matter of like, oh, like we were here and now we're, you know, like I've backtracked. You're not backtracked. You are literally on the correct journey. You're just on your knees crying and the soldier's approaching you and you're just like, what else? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the energy I'm feeling. Like, oh my gosh, like, how can it get any worse? How can it get any better? You just stay open. And in that moment, Isaac could have been like, oh, what are you doing? He could have said anything. He was true to himself. And he said, I had a dream that if I came to Prague, there would be treasure under the bridge. And in that scenario, the man laughed at him, right? The man laughed at him and was like, what a stupid thing. You traveled all this way. You spent all this money. You undertook all this effort because of a dream? Like, that's the energy coming forward. It's like dreams are what give our lives purpose, that give our lives meaning, that give our lives a reason to strive for, is that those dreams. And it's like, the work that you're doing and the treasure that you're finding are like a means for you to satisfy the emotional component here of you wanting to give back, of you wanting to nurture and in some way like comfort the world. And that's funny that comfort was a hard, like I was like searching for it, but like very much so. We've surrounded by fire and it's like, yeah, there is this super, super beautiful energy coming forward, and very much so. This is a journey you are going on internally. You're making the moves in the physical world, and just know that this will never miss you. What is meant for you will not miss you. The speed at which it arrives is simply of how in tune you are with yourself. But with that being said, like I am saying also like, like the energy of the 7 of the swords and the barren desert, it's like there's no need for anyone else to like, you know what I mean, to like to let them tap into your energy. But like, what are you doing? I'm just here. Let other people speak. And I that's a very key message I'm really feeling, is stand in your belief and your knowledge and your knowing and let other people do the talking. It'll reveal their character and it'll reveal their intention without you having to do anything. Instead of you having to defend your position, you simply stand in your light and in your truth and allow the others to show you who they are, because your crown will be placed on your head. Your ascension is coming. The like light will shine on you. That every dog has his day. Like there is monumental success, prosperity, abundance in your future. So I would just stay true to myself. So you stay true to yourself, bestie. Stay true to yourself, princess. With all of that being said, I love you so much. And until next time, bye.